Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to an impromptu and very brief edition of Maccabees TV. This is your brother, Priest Danyaahla, Alliance of Israel, Maccabees Alliance Council. You know, with all that goes on in the world and all the wars that we're fighting, all these different fronts and preaching the word and everything, there's always the reality of what's really going on. That every now and then you got to step back and look at the reality of things, right? Um, So y'all see the title of the video. I ain't got to say much. If you don't know you know what is by now, you never will. This is the cover on the left-hand side of the second largest tabloid in New York City. For those of you brothers and sisters that are not familiar with this case, this is the case of Eric Garner. And you had this little wimp. I'm going to call him Vocab Malone's little brother. It's like Vocab Malone's little brother's long lost. You know what I'm saying? Because both of them are the damn devil and the enemy. Okay? You have this little wimp right here that jumped on the back of Eric Garner and choked him to death. And the New York Post says, let's read what the article says. The cover, this is on the cover of their paper. Okay? This is their message to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the ones of you that like to buy the papers too, the Post, especially here in New York. When I ride the subways, I see some of you simple Negroes buying the daggone New York Post that cost $1. You know what I'm saying? And putting money into Rupert Murdoch's pocket. He's the damn devil and hates our people. This is what the cover says. The New York Post says Daniel Pantaleo is not to blame for the tragic death of Eric Garner after a judge rules today that to the NYPD Commissioner O'Neill. Excuse me, let me read that again. I'm a little upset. That's why I fumbled over that. Daniel Pantaleo is not to blame for the tragic death of Eric Garner after a judge rules today to NYPD Commissioner O'Neill, we say, don't fire him because the NYPD judge, ruled that he should be fired. So now what you have is you have the racist New York Post that is pleading with the NYPD Commissioner O'Neill to go against the recommendation of the judge and not to fire him because really Eric Garner committed suicide. No, the guy that jumped on his back and put him in a damn chokehold like a wimp, like a little wimp that he is, like the little wimp, the little punk that he is. That's not what caused Eric Garner to die. He just died on his own. It wasn't his fault. This is absolutely crazy. But a lot of you so-called blacks and Hispanics, you still think that you live in post-racial America. A lot of y'all still don't know who your enemy is. So if you don't know who the enemy is, at this point, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. This is going on everywhere, all day, every day. And it's time for you so-called blacks and Hispanics to wake up. Y'all know what the scriptures say. We've done hundreds of shows and gone into the scriptures and showed you, brothers and sisters, that you'll never get justice as long as you are in the land of your enemies. You will never get justice. And the so-called white man has so little regard for life, especially your life. The only life that he cares about is his own. He has so little regard for your life that when clearly, if you have 2 eyes, you watch the video, you clearly know what caused Eric Garner's death, but he has so little regard for life that he will take out the front cover of the second largest paper in New York City and say not only is it not enough that this guy didn't go to jail, but he also should keep his job and continue to patrol so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American neighborhoods so that he can probably kill some more of us. This is exactly what the New York Post is saying. The New York Post is racist. The head of the police union is racist. They're all racist. It's not a surprise. And if this doesn't show you it, I don't know what else to tell you. This is an absolute slap in the face to our people. And I hate to say it, but our people actually need that slap in the face. You do. You do. Because you go to sleep too much. You're so goddamn worried about arguing with us when we stand on the corners, y'all, especially some of you conscious Negroes. We stand on the corner, and not only do we tell our people and show our people their sins, but we speak against our enemies. Y'all not doing that. Y'all not doing that. You too busy trying to come against Israelites, but y'all not doing that. I don't see you guys doing that. You're too busy banging on Israelites, man. A lot of you dudes is weak as goddamn hell, man. This is an absolute travesty. It's an absolute tragedy. And, the Most High is going to get these devils back. He's going to get them back. He's going to get them back. So I just wanted to show you, brothers and sisters, this is what's going on in the real world. This is how your enemies feel about you. And some of you Israelites that love these people, when this place goes down, may the Most High take you down with them. Because we don't need Negroes like you. If you don't know who your enemy is in 2019, I don't know what else to tell you. So little regard to your life that they will choke you to death on camera. Because nowadays everybody says, well, thankfully it's on camera. Well, Eric Garner's death, what caused his death, is on camera. And this guy walked. Not only did he walk, but now the periodical, the most racist paper in the city, the daggone New York Post, is saying not only should he walk, but he should continue to keep his job and continue to patrol our neighborhoods. They think he should stay in our neighborhoods after that. I mean, what more do you want? Now, you brothers and sisters, especially if you're from New York, I want you to put it in the comment boards. I believe it was Francis Lavoti, but I don't know for sure. But I believe it was Francis Lavoti, right? He was also responsible for killing one of our people here in the city, right? The New York City Police Department fired Francis Lavoti, and then he popped back up working for the fire department. I believe it was him. If it's not him, it's one of these other racist-ass police officers. I forget who it was. If you know who it was, if you're from New York, or you're familiar with the case, put it in the comment board. But one of these devils got fired from the police department. They had a wink-wink handshake deal, and he ended up working for the fire department. Now, somebody asked me, did a decision come down? The decision came down from the judge recommended that he be fired, but it's actually up to the police commissioner O'Neill to actually fire him. And so the New York Post is pleading on his behalf that he should not be fired, that he should keep his job and continue to patrol our neighborhoods after he committed blatant murder against our brother Eric Garner. And by the way, just so we're clear, we always hear the story about him selling illegal cigarettes. My understanding is they never found those. They never found those. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Just a quick video. I see some of y'all starting to pile in here real slow. My apologies. Y'all can go ahead and go back and watch this video. But once again, the New York Post is recommended that this murderer, this evil wimp, like I said, he looks like Vocab Malone's little brother. This evil wimp, this murderer that jumped on the back of Eric Garner and put him in a chokehold, which led to his death. The New York Post is saying that this guy should keep his job. You so-called blacks and Hispanics that I see reading this trash tabloid on the paper, on the subways when I see y'all, shame on you, man. Rupert Murdoch never gave a damn about you so-called black. None of them really do, but he's just open with it. And by the way, this is a good friend of our wonderful president, Donald Trump, just so you know, all right? So this is your brother, Priest Danyaahla, Lions of Israel, Maccabeestv Lions Council. Just a quick impromptu video. I already knew that this was going to happen, but, I actually saw the cover and it just really bothered me. It really bothered me that they can just be so open with their hatred for our people, and we're so asleep. We're so asleep. Some of you Israelites are trying to incorporate these people into our covenant. You know what I'm saying? You want to let them into your temples and try to save them and everything like that, man. It's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. Yo, I'm out of here. Yeah, triple darkness, triple geek. That's right. The Most High said, the wicked, which is his sword. When you read the book of Psalms, the Most High said the wicked is his sword. And so these people are being used and unleashed on our people. Unfortunately, it's a part of the curses. It is what it is. It's your brother, Priest Danyaahla, Lions of Israel, Maccabeestv Lions Council. I'm trying to upload a little something for y'all. Another video I'm working on right now, but while I'm working on it, I just saw this video and I said, let me just do a quick impromptu. Shalom to the family. Just keep your eyes open on this case. I believe I saw, if I'm not mistaken, let me just come here real quick before I go. Let me just come here real quick. Pardon me if the phone is shaking a little bit, but I'm trying to do multiple things at one time. Check this out right here, right? I saw somewhere, let me see if I can find it, where on the side, I don't know how true this is, right? I saw somewhere, let me see if I can find it. Right there. See that right there? On the Post's page, it's also saying Eric Garner's widow calls for civil unrest if cop is not axed or fired for her husband's death. I don't know how true that is. So just keep an eye on New York City. It might get a little crazy here soon. It might get a little crazy here real soon. I'm out of here. Shalom, family. Gotta go.